no surprise to me. I am my own worst enemy.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 90s rock one-hit wonders you forgot were awesome.
I got my own car. I'm popular.
For this list, we'll be looking at artists who essentially had one significant hit, whether that's mainstream popularity, chart success, or some other type of recognition that deserves another listen. While the artists may have had other tracks with success, these particular ones are what they're known for. While these rockers aren't always remembered, they have just the right combination of elements to make it worth your time. Did we forget your favorite rock one-hit wonder from the 90s? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Pepper, Butthole Surfers. Known previously as an underground punk act, Butthole Surfers finally received mainstream attention with Pepper.
Marky got with Sharon, and Sharon got Cherie as she was sharing Sharon's outlook on the topic of disease.
The surreal lyrics and spoken word performance from Gibby Haynes makes this one unforgettable ride. Along with the psychedelic guitar part, the track has avant-garde elements that make it one of the stranger hits of the decade.
Some will die in hot pursuit and fiery auto crashes. Some will die in hot pursuit while sifting through my ashes.
Haynes' delivery encapsulates a particular kind of 90s aesthetic that embraced the best of being weird. The song did well on several charts, including the Billboard Modern Rock charts, while also rewriting the playbook on the genre.
Another Mikey took a knife while arguing in traffic. Flipper died a natural death. He caught a nasty virus.
It also invited more casual fans into the world of truly alternative music.
You never know just how you look through other people's eyes.
Number 9. Flagpole Sitta, Harvey Danger. Harvey Danger's fiery track Flagpole Sitta mixes influences in achieving its angsty sound. From power pop to alternative rock, the song features a plethora of signature ingredients. Singer Sean Nelson sings every verse like his life depends on it, offering up a subversive list of 90s phrases. Many of those words are best when screamed or shouted along with Nelson.
You told them all I was crazy.
Appearing in different film and television shows, the tune has developed a cult following over the years. Its deeper meaning is a furious statement fit for a decade of innovative rock music. Although Harvey Danger didn't return with another substantial single, this hit still has its fair share of fans. Number 8. Popular, Nada Surf. From their album High Low, Nada Surf's track Popular uses spoken word to deal with the throes of young love.
3 important rules for breaking up. Don't put off breaking up when you know you want to. Prolonging the situation only makes it worse.
The band was inspired by a teenage self-help book and decided to subvert the original message. In a tongue-in-cheek performance, the group lets a subtle guitar riff gradually ratchet up the tension.
Make sure to keep your hair spotless and clean. Wash it at least every 2 weeks.
This all spills over into a rocking chorus that is every bit as distorted and loud as the best of 90s alternative rock. Lead singer Matthew Cause does justice to the material with the verses and the hook coming together for an impressive final product.
I'll never get caught. I'm popular.
Number 7. Three Little Pigs, Green Jelly. The fairy tale Three Little Pigs gets a metal facelift in this song from Green Jelly.
Well, the first little piggy, well, he was kind of hippie, spent most of his days just dreaming of the city.
They spin a yarn about the famous characters, but give the lyrics a few extensive reworkings at the same time. This isn't your ordinary retelling, and the group makes sure that you won't soon forget.
Hopping in a bopping down on Venice Beach, getting paid money for religious speech.
You'd think the surprises would end there, but the single even features some additional work from an all-star lineup of artists. Diverse voices like Tool's Maynard James Keenan, and even Pauly Shore grace the track with their talents.
Little pig, let me in.
Along the way, a few hard rock instrumentations give the piece another memorable addition. Number 6. Love is on the Way, Saigon Kick. Even as the music world was shifting towards grunge, bands like Saigon Kick continued to fly the flag of the 80s glam metal scene.
Lonely sidewalks, silent night.
This prompted a single off of their album The Lizard called Love is on the Way. It begins with a delicate acoustic guitar pattern that follows in the footsteps of many great ballads of the time.
Time of season wipes the tears.
By the time they reach the chorus, the band members come together for some powerful harmonies.
Let's give it one more try tonight, baby.
The song itself was a top 20 hit in the early 90s and introduced the group to a wider audience. Saigon Kick continued to work through the decade, but they weren't able to find a success to equal this compelling power ballad.
Love is on the way. I can see it in your eyes.
Number 5. Wake Up Boo, the Boo Radleys. Anyone in need of a pick-me-up should play this track for instant results.
Summer's gone. Summer's gay, spent with the grass and sun.
British band the Boo Radleys crafted a tune that you can't help but love, with its sunshine tone and positive lyrics. The song starts up with a burst of sounds that don't waste any time in delivering happiness to listeners.
Don't recall a time I felt this alive.
By the time the band reaches the chorus, the Britpop production wins over everyone with its life-affirming and succinct message. Other members of the 90s subgenre might have taken over the mainstream, but this group still warms our heart with this cheery performance.
Wake up, it's so beautiful. What could be the very last time?
Number 4. Send Me On My Way, Rusted Roots. This acoustic guitar riff at the center of Send Me On My Way is arguably as famous as any other from the mid-90s. It is just one key part of the song's enduring appeal.
Well, pick me up with golden hand.
In terms of its lyrics, the piece gives off feel-good vibes with its eternal optimism. The track was released in 2 versions, with the more well-known being on their album When I Woke.
I would like to reach out my hand.
It has taken on a life of its own with various appearances in media in the years since. Some people count it out for being a one-hit wonder, but it actually carries a beautiful message behind it that's worth revisiting. Number 3. All For You, Sister Hazel. In the late 90s, Sister Hazel offered up a popular jangly rock single. Their hit All For You offers one of the more underrated hooks of the decade.
Finally, I figured out what it took a long, long time.
The song brings an almost folk influence to the alternative music world, with a tune that's ripe for a sing-along. It's an amazing debut that hasn't lost its luster after many changing trends.
Thought I'd seen it all for a real long, long time.
A powerful vocal performance sells the song as something more than a one-off release.
Rain comes pouring down, falling from blue skies.
Sister Hazel appeared on rock charts in several different countries for their fantastic work. Whenever it pops up on the radio or a streaming playlist, All For You reminds listeners of its indisputable catchiness.
What you say, I can't do nothing. It's all for you.
Number 2. Roll to Me, Delamitri. Delamitri left their mark on the mid-90s with this pop rock opus.
Look around your world, pretty baby. Is it everything you hoped it'd be?
The Scottish band left the biggest impact of their career with Roll to Me, which made people stop and take notice with its elliptical guitar sounds. Few people cite the track for its vocal melodies, which are simply enthralling.
And I don't think I have ever seen a soul so in despair.
The single and its accompanying album Twisted earned the band some of their best reviews in the process. Despite some people thinking Roll to Me gets overplayed, it still earns its status as one of the best earworms of the 90s rock scene.
A right time to roll to me. Ooh.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. In the Meantime, Spacehog. In the Meantime expertly mines the depths of glam rock for a new era.
In the end, we shall achieve in time the thing they call divine.
Singer Royston Langdon pushes his talents to the limit in a career-defining performance. His impressive vocals are complemented by a slew of compelling work from the rest of the band, backing him with a layered sound.
When I cry for me, I cry for you, with tears of holy joy.
As both a piece of music and a set of lyrics, the effort never backs down with its proud explorations of alternative songwriting.
That sound fine, so I see it sometime. Give my love to the future, I'm a showing time.
It also has a timeless quality that any rock fan can come to appreciate. Even if Spacehog doesn't have the same recognition today, this work still deserves its place in the pantheon of 90s classics. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.